All right, Coach, you talked about beating the best. How do you feel like you guys measured up to that here tonight?
Oh, not even close. I mean, they're 19-3 and 20-3 now for a reason. And we're a team that's trying to find themselves. And I think that's fairly obvious tonight. They're a superior team across the board. You can't allow the number one three-point shooting team in the league to hit 22 threes. We were outscored by 48 points from the three-point line tonight. 16 turnovers, 23 points. And, we kept on chipping away. In the first half, we were down big. We chipped away, got back in it. Third quarter, end of the third quarter, I think we're down by 7. They closed 11-3. That 7 goes to 15. And again, just all night long, we were just I felt like we were just stuck in mud, chasing our tail. And they have so many weapons, 4 20-point scorers tonight, 22 made threes, as I mentioned. So, we got a lot of film to watch. There's a lot of breakdowns in our communication and our game plan. And their discipline tonight, and that can't be the case against a team like that.
You've said a couple times now in the last couple losses that it feels like you're a team that's trying to find itself. What does the process of that look like?
I think everybody's got to kind of own where they're at, where we're at, and I think it's so easy in this league to look elsewhere. And I think it's important for all of us, and it starts with me as a head coach. I never shy away from that responsibility to really look in the mirror and say, what can I do better? How can I help this team more? Not what can I get out of this? I think this is something that we have to get back to playing basketball for each other, both ends of the floor. And I called the timeout. I think maybe one of the quicker timeouts I've ever taken. They run a simple step up. We don't switch. We give up a 3. And that's an example of the breakdowns that we had tonight. Controllable mistakes. They went on a 9-0 run in the first half. Turnover 3, offensive rebound 3. You're not going to beat that team when you're beating yourself. They're just too talented.
You mentioned the three-point line. Now, what could you have done differently defensively? I know you're probably going to say you have to watch the film, but just from what you saw in this game.
Well, yeah, we will watch the film, and obviously we're going to show a lot of clips to our team so we can own it, but discipline. There are plays that we walked through. There are plays that we went through. And we did not guard it the way we were supposed to guard it. So I think it starts with the discipline from the game plan. It starts with the discipline from knowing your personnel, poor communication, and poor physicality.
And obviously not the outcome that you wanted, but Nikola Jokic moves into third place all-time in career triple-doubles. What do you think when you hear that he's now chasing Oscar and Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, we just got our butts kicked. Obviously, I love Nikola, and I feel very fortunate to coach a player of his talent. And he'll go down as one of the best to ever do it. But I'm happy to hear that. I really am. But I'm so much more concerned about our team right now with where we're at. And it's not that we lost tonight. I knew coming in here it was going to be a tall order. They're a really good basketball team. Kenny's doing a great job, so give them credit. I just don't like how we lost. And there's a big difference.
Coach, apologize if this has been asked. Was there a specific thing in the third that led to the third quarter for you guys, or was it just more what Cleveland did?
Oh, it's obviously part of it's what they did because they're talented, but we did nothing to stop them. As I mentioned earlier, it was a 7-point game towards the end of the third quarter, and they closed, I think, 11-3. So that 7-point game like that goes to 15. And that snowball effect, whether it's a missed shot, a turnover, a made 3 for them, we have to find ways to close quarters better. Too often this year, the end of quarters, we're just getting, we're just not handling those well. So yeah, give them credit, but we could have done a much better job of playing better basketball across the board.
There was that stretch in the second quarter where you guys did seem to be flying around pretty well. The rotation seemed good defensively. What is making that tough to sustain for an entire game?
That's a great question. We're trying to find that because this is who we've been every night. There are stretches where we can't get a stop, and we look like 5 strangers on the court together, and then we get down by 16. I call a timeout. I challenge our guys, and we come out, and all of a sudden we get back to playing the kind of basketball that we need to play for 48 minutes. And to your point, it's too inconsistent. It's too few and far between. And against the best teams in the league, you're not going to give yourself a chance when you do that.